When I see animals being sold for food or to be used as pets or for traditional medicine or even rituals, it always creates a kind of riled up feeling that I always have, that why should this happen? When I see these animals in these states, I always try to do something about it. I either put a call through or move to maybe the location where these animals are to ensure that as much as possible I can get these animals out of that, out of such spaces. Rescuing animals in Nigeria is one of the most daunting and, like I say, it's a dangerous thing, because number one, you're fighting people's culture, some religion, and some you are even going against what they call their daily bread per se. There's been times where we're called into very dodgy neighborhoods, dangerous neighborhoods, where a lot of drunkards, drug addicts are there, and you can imagine they want money, so they could just surround you in a minute. You must have the passion really to be able to run this and to do this and to do it with your might and with the best of your ability here in Nigeria. Here in the sanctuary, we have provided a safe space for animals that either have almost been killed by the hunters at the wet markets, animals that have lost their homes due to human encroaching into their habitats, or baby animals whose parents have been killed, and we are trying to make a better space for these animals to thrive. If the animal is okay to be here, we keep the animal here, while the animal is in rehabilitation for the time being. For some animals, they can't stay here for too long. After a few weeks, sometimes months, this animal is basically taken back into a protected space where they can be released. So at the sanctuary, we have over 150 animals of about 47 species. Most of these animals were rescued, while many others, or some others, were being brought in here purposely for educational purposes. The impact of our actions on wildlife, especially here, even in Nigeria, we're losing the habitat, and a lot of things that shouldn't be or shouldn't have happened because of the presence of these animals are now happening. For example, the vultures. Vultures have been decimated for their use for traditional rituals and traditional medicine. The absence of vultures have now led to a lot of diseases. For example, think about the cholera. There's been recent cholera outbreaks in different parts of the country also. Another one is the pangolin. The pangolins now have been decimated, their numbers, and they're one of the major animals that help us in controlling termite population and ant population. Every time I come in here and I look back to where I started, I cannot but just give glory to God. I'm grateful for how far we have come. I mean, I came from a position of, oh, I'm just doing this for maybe my space, I don't know what is happening, to a point where now I am saying we are doing this for a nation. We are working to ensure wildlife of Nigeria is protected.